Hey guys, I'm here to teach you how to make a contact sheet, which looks like this. So this is a little preview of all your negatives that you're going to have, and this is how we're going to pick out a print for you to make. So what you need a filter tube, you need your negatives, you're going to need your paper. Remember, you don't want to open this unless you're in the dark room, and we're in the dark room right now, but the lights aren't turned off, so you're going to pretend that we have our yellow light on. And you're also going to need some piece of glass and a magazine, okay? So we're gonna come set up here. What you need to do first is you're gonna turn on your enlarger and you're gonna set it for 5 seconds for your test strip. Okay, and then you can turn it on focus. And what's gonna happen is the light's gonna come on. You're gonna raise your enlarger up as much as possible to get a good area of the space covered. You're gonna change your aperture to aperture 4. And then you're going to put your timer on time. Your next step is to take out your test strip, keeping in mind that you don't wanna do this with the lights on. You're gonna go ahead and set up your glass. You're gonna find the shiny side up on your test strip. Then your negatives are gonna go on top of that. You're gonna put that glass down. You're gonna set up your magazine. You only want one corner showing at a time to start off with. And then we're gonna set up our filter too. With your filter, you wanna make sure to hold it under your aperture the entire time and kind of move it around a little bit in case there are any scratches or anything on your filter. You don't want them to print on your contact sheet. So once I'm all set up, I'm gonna go ahead and start my timer. The light should come on for 5 seconds and then it's gonna go off. So you hear that, the light's gone off. You're gonna go ahead and move your magazine a little more so that you have a little more of your paper exposed. And what's happening is we're building up our time by 5-second intervals so that this first square here is actually going to be the darkest square, and each square after that is going to be a little bit lighter. This is giving us a little bit of test to see what our proper exposure will be on our contact sheet. So once you're done here, you're gonna take your test strip and you're going to develop it. We'll take a look at it. Okay, so we have our test strip here, and you can see there are those different bands of color. Remember that our darkest square is going to be the most time because your paper gets darker with more light and more time. So starting here, we have 5, 10, 15, 20. And what you guys are looking for is sprocket holes that barely show up, kind of thing. So over here, it's very light. That is going to be too light for a proper contact sheet. You move closer here. I would say 20 seconds is a bit too dark. You can't see the sprocket holes. I think 15 is probably a good time. So we're gonna go with that time to make our full contact sheet. Okay, so after you process it in your chemicals and you go ahead and throw it in the dryer, you can take it out and we're gonna kind of take a look at it and pick out the best negatives. You can see that the sprocket holes are barely visible. It's not too dark, it's not too light, and you have a good range of contrast in your pictures, and you can kind of pick out what you like.